Okay, we're going to get started with TJ Pledger. We'll begin with Joe Bettner and then go to Jason Kersey. Joe?
Hey TJ, curious with the way that the past two seasons have went for you and being kind of the one of the featured backs this season, was there any added motivation or chip on your shoulder to, I guess, show up in a big game like Texas?
I would say definitely understanding the history of the rivalry game and understanding the tradition of OU running backs. You know, it's always important to show up in the Red River rivalry, understanding how important the run game will be in the outcome of the game. So I think as a running back unit, we all felt that coming into the game, we were going to have to show up.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Jason Kersey with The Athletic and then Eric Bailey.
Yeah, TJ, you scored twice from short yardage the other day.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Better. You scored twice from short yardage the other day. I'm wondering, was it important for you and for the team to sort of show that you guys can punch it in from 1 or 2 yards out? And how important was that for you?
Definitely. You know, just showing the dominance in the run game at the goal line is always important for every offense to show, and I think that was very important for us to show that.
Okay, let's go to Eric Bailey with the Tulsa World and then Ryan Aber.
Hey, TJ. Well, going through, just being patient while you're on the depth chart and waiting for your playing time, who encouraged you the most during those early seasons? And what kind of feedback have you received from those same people after Saturday's game?
I would definitely say my parents, my family, my support system. You know, it was just a blessing to see their reaction and be able to make them proud and show them show the world my God-given talent.
Thanks, TJ.
Yep.
Okay, let's go to Ryan Aber with the Oklahoman and then Bob Prisbillo.
Yeah, TJ, sort of along the lines of what Jason just asked you about the short yardage success, the drive in the third quarter where y'all eat up a little over 8 minutes of clock time. How big was that for the run game, for the offensive line, and what things were you doing in that drive maybe that y'all hadn't done to that point this season?
I think just definitely completing on third down. You got, making competitive catches, offensive line getting pushed on third downs, being patient, seeing the holes. I think it was a good drive, and I think really we just let the game come to us. You know, we didn't really force anything. We just methodically marched down the field, and I think that's what set us up for success.
Appreciate it, TJ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go to Bob Prisbillo with Sooner Scoop and then James Hale.
TJ, how easier is it to get into a rhythm when you have 15 to 20 carries compared to like 5 to 10? And is that something you feel comfortable doing, being a workhorse like that?
Mm-hmm. I definitely am very comfortable being a workhorse and taking on the load of the run game. And when it comes to rhythm, I do feel it. So as a running back, seeing things and being able to get carries, it helps with the flow of the game and with the movement of the O-line, definitely.
Okay, we'll go to James Hale with KREF and then John Hoover.
TJ, it's great to see you get some action because you've always been a quality running back. And so now here we are in the fourth game. You're running the ball against Texas. Did it begin to feel like you're in a groove yet? Did you begin to feel like, hey, you had your feet and your wits back under you as you were getting more and more carries?
I would say so, yes. And, my O-line, hats off to my O-line, and the receivers, perimeter blocking and interior blocking was amazing. All I had to do was follow behind those big guys and, they're the guys that, really got me the yards, and hats off to them. And, this is really their award, and this is their run game, the O-line.
Give us an idea as a running back too, because there's zone blocking up front. So the more carries you get, the better you start reading things up front.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say, when the game's going by and you get in your groove, you feel good and your O-line feels good and everything. The game slows down for you, I would say.
Thank you, man.
Okay, let's go to John Hoover with SI Sooners and then Brandon Drum.
Hey, TJ. want to take you back to the way you were thinking about things in high school, if that's okay. How does what you did on Saturday in the Cotton Bowl, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns, how does that compare to what you dreamed about when you were in high school and you had committed to OU and you signed with OU? Take me back and kind of maybe illustrate what you thought it might feel like, and then tell me Saturday what it felt like.
Well, I would say it was definitely a surreal moment. I was just thankful that I was able to, showcase my talents on the national scale. And, really the biggest thing was seeing my family's reaction after the game. It's a reaction I really haven't seen since high school, and it really warmed my heart. So just to see that, and just to see my people from my hometown, proud of me and everything, it was just like, 180 really, and it felt good, honestly.
Did it live up to your expectations from 3, 4, 5 years ago even?
Definitely over exceeded them.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Brandon Drum with OU Insider, and then Keegan Renault.
Hey, TJ, you talked about the game slowing down for you, but with each and every carry, with each and every time that you've walked out on the field this year, how much of a weight lifted off your shoulders has it been for you to, I guess, as John said, fulfill that dream? Has it been easier for you each and every time out on the field? Are you starting to see things develop a lot quicker? Is everything just starting to come to you a lot easier?
With repetition, being out there, getting those reps in each and every week with my line, seeing the game in whole, it definitely helps. And I would say that. But yeah.
Okay, we'll go to Keegan Renault with Sooners Wire, and then Joey Helmer.
Yeah, TJ, Lincoln said just about the running backs, and they've been better about seeing holes in the running game, and that everything's not been on the offensive line. Do you feel like from where you guys were at 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Kansas State, just the running backs, you guys are seeing things better in the running game? And could you kind of talk about what that means just in terms of seeing runs opening up, and especially rushing lanes?
Just being more patient, letting the game come to us. A lot of times as running backs, we might get in the game and sort of rush things or go away from our technique. Well, what Coach Murray is just always preaching on is just, practice how you play, and the game is going to be easier. So, I think as a running back, as an offensive line, as an offense, we've took that approach to practice, which has made, the game, which is making the game, easier. And just being in sync with the O-line, trusting your eyes is a big thing that Coach Murray always preaches. And when you trust your eyes, you can't go wrong. And I think we did a better job of that this weekend. Far from perfect, but we're taking the right steps, of course.
Thanks, TJ.
Yes, sir.
Joey Helmer with OU Insider.
Yeah, TJ, you guys obviously scored a huge win the other day and equaled your record up at 2-2. What's just kind of the psyche of the team right now as you're in this bye week?
Yeah, we definitely pumped up, motivated. Looking forward to the next opponent, which is a tough opponent, and TCU. And we're motivated. We had a big win, hard-fought win, and I think the guys are just ready to attack this next week and really show everybody what we made of. Put our best foot forward.
Okay, let's go back to Ryan Aber.
Yeah, TJ, following up on something you said earlier, you talked about your family's reaction to your performance Saturday. Did you have anybody at the game, or how did that reaction sort of manifest itself?
Well, yeah, I have my parents, my 2 sisters at the game, and my longtime trainer from back home, and I got a chance as I was coming into the tunnel to see my mom, give her a hug, give her a kiss, see my little sister, take pictures, and that's really how the moment happened, and it was so real. Thankful for it.
Yeah, and what kind of reaction, was it? What did they say to you? What kind of feedback did you get from both your family and your trainer?
Yeah, just pretty much excitement. My trainer let me know, but he texted me a couple things, that I could have did better, of course. But with my family, they were all just congratulating me. It hasn't been an easy road, and to see some light was in something that's kind of been a dark tunnel for a couple of years. It was definitely a blessing, and I can't do nothing but thank the man above.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Kerry Murdoch with Sooner Scoop and WWLS.
TJ, what does it mean for this offense to see, that performance from Spencer Rattler? I mean, going in the fourth quarter, it looked like, you guys were dead in the water. The momentum was all on Texas's side. But for a quarterback to step up like that, how much can that help the offense grow moving forward?
Great, because we're all ready to lean on him and put our full trust in him. When our back is against the wall, he doesn't fold. He sticks his chest out and he's ready to go to war for us. And he never loses confidence no matter what. And that's something that I admire about him. He always has that same swagger to him, and he's always ready to go out there and and do his thing. And I was very proud of him to see him battle through all the adversity throughout the game and still come out there and do his thing towards the end of the game.
I mean, it sounds like you guys are very close. Is that also good for guys that maybe aren't as close to him, guys like freshmen, guys that are sitting on the bench, guys that don't really know him that well, to know, like, hey, this guy's legit. He can lead us somewhere.
Definitely. And I think it's never been a question with our team about him being able to lead us. I think we all understand that Spencer is special, and each and every week I feel like he's getting better and better, and the sky's the limit for him, honestly.
Appreciate that, TJ.
Yes, sir.
And time for one last question, James Hale.
TJ, the offense, you mentioned Spencer, a young guy at quarterback. You got a young guy at left tackle. Now you've played 4 games. Where do you feel like the offense is at right now? How good are you guys right now?
I think we're work in progress. We're far from our limits, but we are ready to work, and we getting better each and every week. And we got a long season ahead of us, and I think that this offense can be really one of the special ones to be in OU history. And I'm just looking forward to how everything is going to unfold, and guys getting comfortable, guys getting everybody sort of getting their own swagger and their own confidence about themselves, and the sky's the limit for this young offense.